I am Joshua Burakinyo. Vice President Kashim Shettima has reaffirmed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's commitment to economic reforms that prioritizes inclusive growth and bridge financial gaps across the country. He said this when he inaugurated the Presidential Committee on Economic and Financial Inclusion as part of the federal government's commitment to achieving a $1 trillion economy by 2030. Speaking during the inauguration ceremony and sign-off of the investment commitment at the Presidential Villa, Abuja, the Vice President called on all stakeholders to support the government's efforts at bridging financial gaps for millions of unbanked citizens.
We remain resolute in mitigating the short-term effects of economic reforms, expanding financial opportunities, and ensuring that every Nigerian, regardless of geography or status, is integrated into our economic growth story. However, the weight of this vision rests on all of us gathered here today. We are not here for a ceremonial exercise. We are here to remind ourselves of the scale of our responsibility and the urgency of our mission. Our $1 trillion economy by 2030 is not a distant ambition. It is an achievable goal, one that requires strategic execution, innovative thinking, and unwavering commitment.
The ASO Accord signed in April 2024 is a pivotal instrument of the renewed hope agenda of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. It's designed to drive inclusive growth by ensuring that every economically active Nigerian has access to essential financial services. And of course, our committee has been tasked with the critical responsibility of translating this vision into actionable, impactful reform.
For me, it's something that's unacceptable when you see a country like Nigeria, about 60% of our people who are particularly in rural areas, completely financially excluded. That for me is unacceptable. And that is the reason why, despite the fact that this current government have done a lot in trying to address social issues in Nigeria, we've seen a lot of initiatives by relevant government agencies, ministries toward addressing the issue of poverty. But to this moment, we have not been achieving much result.
The Vice President further noted the progress made since the launch of the Financial Inclusion Strategy in 2012, explaining that inclusion rates have improved from 60.3% to 74% as of 2023, but added that beneath these figures lies untold stories of millions still locked out of the financial system. Earlier in his opening address, the Deputy Chief of Staff to the President, Office of the Vice President, Senator Ibrahim Hassan Adejia, said the composition of the Presidential Committee with membership drawn from the sub-nationals, key ministries, departments and agencies of the federal government and the private sector underscore the commitment of President Tinubu in attaining his administration's $1 trillion target for the economy. The event also witnessed the signing of an investment agreement by private sector stakeholders to provide the foundational infrastructure needed for the full operationalization of the ASO Accord initiative.